this GT3 actually clocked the Nürburgring, not this car. Okay, the test car basically clocked the Nürburgring at 6 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay, on the Nürburgring. And of course, we want to see what is the Porsche's recipe. Okay, in having such car, to prove itself in the Nürburgring. So maybe I can just walk you through. Maybe you can just follow me. Especially after lunch, I don't want you to come to a product like this. Okay, one of the best 911 GT3 ever. Alright. So first, one of the key recipes is aerodynamics. Yeah, aerodynamics. We start off with the front. Okay, so you can just see from the front, oil coolers, is well fed by the cool air on the front. Of course, it exits from these two nozzles. Right? Now, there's functional. These nozzles are actually functional because it allows the heat to exit, from after cooling the radiators, and of course, it doesn't affect the boot space. Yeah. Another function is basically allows aerodynamics. Okay, to allow the front to stick to the ground. Yeah. So it allows the car not to lift up at high speed. Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, that's part of aerodynamics. Now, something special is this swan neck spoiler. Okay, so this swan neck spoiler basically we know from the RSR section right below the spoiler. Okay, so that you want to maximize the arrows, okay, the downforce, so you can create a strong suction, okay, below the spoiler. Now, from a standard setup, okay, the delivery setup we call it, basically with a very minimum tilt angle, okay, it already increased by 50. In addition to that, okay, to put the car really stick to the ground, the rear diffuser also works. Okay, it adds another 60 kilos of weight on high speed, yeah, to plant the rear to the ground. So you have maximum downforce at the front and maximum downforce at the rear, yeah, for greater stability. We move on to the chassis. A lot of other generations RS, you have the 20-inch and the 21-inch setup. Okay, so for the GT3 it's the first time, because in the past we had a 20-inch square setup. Now we have a 20-inch and 21-inch setup. Now we have a wider tire at the back. Okay, that was the 315 tire, so it's wider than the previous generation. So you got 10mm more grip, yeah, of rubber. Yeah. Next is basically the brakes are larger. Then of course, one thing new for the GT3 is the double wishbone setup. Okay, under here. For the first time, for the 992 base, it's running on a double wishbone, which is to make sure that the camber is always stable. Yeah, at all turns. Then of course complemented by the width of the car, because the front width is wider now compared to the normal 911. So basically you've got a lower center of gravity in there. See the location. Okay, so where you require to lift up, it will save its location and it will lift up automatically, just like the Taycan. Alright? So this is another new feature. The rear we still have the rear axle steering, okay, mounted to the multi-link suspension. Alright, that's for the handling part. On the engine, alright, so basically we are running on a 4-liter engine. Okay, it's further refined. Okay, so basically from 500 horsepower now it's increased to 510. Okay, 10 doesn't sound much, but the response is what we want and the balance. Right? So 510 PS and 470 Newton meters of torque. Alright. What changes has Porsche made? They put 6 individual throttle bodies, okay, compared to the single throttle body in the past. So the sound when you accelerate to 9,000 RPM, it screams. Yeah? So that you're going to enjoy that especially. And also they have added some titanium connecting rods and some other. That kind of ends my short presentation on the GT3.